Hi everyone, it's Katie Gillespie here with Nevada Prime Real Estate.
Hello, Amanda with Guild Mortgage.
All right, me and Amanda, we're talking about a subject today. Is the housing market gonna crash? Amanda, what is your thoughts on that?
So I know my personal opinion on that,
Yeah.
and I know what many realtors that I talk to is opinion on that. I know your opinion on that.
Right.
I know our opinion is no, but all my clients are asking me that. Is the market going to crash? Is the market going to crash? I don't know where people are hearing this. So I told you I was just curious what Google thought.
Yeah,
Google's so
right.
smart. Google
It
knows
is.
everything. So I went to
Yeah.
Google this morning and I was like, is the housing market going to crash in 2021? Just to see what would come up. And I found some really interesting articles from big name players like realtor.com and Forbes and things like that. So that's what we wanted to talk about. Not our predictions,
Right.
but people smarter than us is predictions.
That's right. Yeah. We want to know what everybody thinks. We don't think just what we think is the best. So wasn't one of the topics was about talking about supply and demand?
Yes.
So I'm seeing a huge supply and demand. There's waiting lists for new construction. There's a waiting list of 15 people on some subdivisions. I bet there's waiting lists of 50 to 100 on other subdivisions. We're also seeing, we're getting multiple offers. We are getting one listing that we listed this week. We had 15 showings in one day. We had 5 offers.
And that's the norm, right? That's the norm right now.
Yeah, yesterday I had one where we had 3 offers and we got an offer 15 grand over asking. So it's just pretty wild. Once they get listed, we're getting multiple people looking at them.
So you feel like the fact that there's so much demand and so little supply, definitely signals to the fact the market is not going to crash.
No, and even if we got more listings, I feel like it would just stabilize the prices.
Yeah.
So even let's say we got another flood of maybe 50 houses, we have so much demand, those houses would go under contract really quickly, and then it would stabilize the prices. Okay. Right now we have such supply and demand, they have to offer over to even have a chance of even getting them. So I don't see any signs of crashing from that standpoint.
Definitely. Yeah, one of the couple of things that I saw in a reoccurring theme in these articles, they all talked about low interest rates and how low interest rates is helping the market. So we really, really saw rates drop after COVID, and that has just made more people want to buy. House prices are high, low interest rates means houses are more affordable, and the rates are expected to stay low, in the 3s all through the year. The Federal Reserve is intentionally pumping money into buying mortgage-backed securities to keep mortgage rates low so that the housing market doesn't crash.
Yeah, and who doesn't want these rates? Right. I mean, I'm so blown away by them. So
yeah, so I think as long as we see low rates, that will definitely keep the market from crashing. Right. One of the other things that I thought was interesting, it was talking about the wave of new millennial buyers. So a ton of millennials are starting to turn 30. And right now, 30 years old is where many people buy their first house because they they're established, they're maybe married, starting to have kids and have good jobs. Right. So when we have this new wave of buyers, I mean, this is going to hurt your supply and demand problem. But there's going to be even more people looking, and more people looking means the market is not crashing.
It's strong. Yes.
One interesting thing that I saw too, because everybody talks about the new president and what's going to happen when Biden comes in, and whether or not you like him or don't like him, changing presidents can cause disruption in the market. So people were nervous what that meant. Mm-hmm. One thing that Biden has already said, talking about mortgage companies doing forbearances and stuff, those forbearances were supposed to stop at the end of last year. He's saying that he's going to extend them until September of this year. So everyone that thinks when forbearance stops, the market's just gonna be flooded and everyone's gonna foreclose and the prices are gonna drop and we're gonna scoop up all these cheap houses. The market's not getting flooded yet because nobody's gonna be able to foreclose until September. And then he said, come September, if the economy hasn't recovered, he'll extend it. He's gonna keep extending these forbearances until the economy's recovered enough that people can afford their houses.
Well, real estate market is one of the only markets, I mean, one of the markets that's strong right now. So why would they purposely make our market bad? Right. They don't want to do that. They don't want to have a housing crash. So they're not going to, like you said, they're pumping money. The Federal Reserve is, they wouldn't want to do that. So have it crash. So also another good point is that we were talking about earlier is that, are you seeing other people relocating here more now than ever?
Yeah. Everyone that I talk to is from California.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to somebody the other day. He goes, yeah, I'm just jumping ship. A lot of us we're coming over here, and he just said that, he wants to, work where he wants to work, and he likes that Nevada has a lot of open spaces, and he can work from home and work more remotely, and that's exciting to him. But a lot of people are telling us that.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Everyone can work from home. So people, normally you have to live in a certain spot because your job is there. Right. When your job is at your house can be anywhere.
Right. And some people like that, they want to have more land and stuff like that. So we are.
Everyone's moving out of the cities. Like nobody wants to be in a city.
No. So now more than ever, more people are relocating to our area. Yeah. So that also stabilizes the market.
Yeah. So, I mean, basically, like everything that I found, I know is what you found too, is that the predictions are not that the market is going to crash. Again, we don't know. I don't know. The markets don't know. You don't know.
I have a crystal ball, but
my Uncle Joe doesn't know. But when, when I'm reading all these experts' opinions, they're all saying the same thing, that the market's supposed to be strong. So I'm going to go off of that.
Right. Me too. All right, guys. Well, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.